So UMW Toyota Motor has finally launched the Toyota Fortuner facelift, so let's check it out. There are two variants this time around. However, unlike before, the 2.8 turbo diesel, which is the 2.8 VRZ that we have right next to me, has become the range topper. Before this, it was the 2.7 that was the VRZ and then the 2.4 SRZ. But now the turbo diesel has become the range topper, and below that is the 2.7 SRZ. So this guy goes for 203,000 ringgit, whereas the petrol variant goes for 172,000 ringgit. So that's about 30,000 ringgit separating the two. Both, however, are 4x4 models, but if you want this look, you'll have to pony up for the top spec, baby. That's right, my friends, this handsome SUV right next to me is the 2.8 VRZ, and it is the only model in the range to look this good. I like what Toyota did with the front face. The headlights are completely redesigned and are slimmer than before. Plus, it looks so much angrier now with the quadruple L-shaped LED daytime running lights and gloss black eyebrows. Again, this is based on the latest Toyota design language, so you get the big gaping grille, sort of like an angry face right here, with the wavy inserts. And then you also notice more gloss black inserts here, and the really nice tiny round LED fog lights, plus LED sequential turn signals, which are built right down here. I think it looks fantastic overall, and I really dig the new looks. The Fortuner 2.7 SRZ, on the other hand, gets a more gentle looking face, with a more traditional headlights design that feature regular LED projectors, a larger radiator grille, and a more pronounced chin. Yeah, you'll want this instead. In fact, once you get past the front fascia, you'll notice that most of the car remains familiar. But I think the only thing that I want to point out is the fact that the A-pillars have been blacked out. Beyond that, there's still the same black body cladding, matte aluminium-ish roof rails, door visors, keyless entry, chrome door handles, and a generally similar rear end. At the back, you'll find new LED taillights. Now, these are almost full LED units, so it's very premium. The only use of a bulb here is the reverse lights. So I think that's fine because, you know, this red part right here, it now forms an actual V, whereas before this, there were just two strips of LED that go this way, if you know what I mean. They nearly converge, but they don't. This time, I think it's a nice update. And to sweeten the pot a little bit, the turn signals are also sequential, so just like the front. Like I said, it's a little bit more premium. So tidying it all up is this black trim right here with the Fortuner script and reprofiled bumpers with this L-shaped insert at the corners. As you can tell, it's got new wheel designs, and you have 6 color options, with the VRZ only available in two-tone finish, evidenced here by the black top and a white bottom. Stepping inside is fairly easy thanks to the side steps, and once you're in, you'll realize that the upgrades are fairly straightforward. Not much changes have been made here, but what you do get are things like a new seat upholstery with perforations, bright red accents on the sides of the seat, door cards and center dash, red contrast stitching, and a new center console trim that looks like wood, but likely isn't. Like before, the steering wheel is the same, although you've got newer buttons like this safety assist systems, which we'll touch on a little bit later. And there is also a new digital multi-info display here in the middle between the two analog gauges. I think that's nice. What's even nicer is the upgraded head unit. This is very nice, very responsive for an OEM system. Plus, it supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto via this USB-A port right here. And guys, it's really very responsive, so good job here, UMW Toyota. Other nice additions are stuff like LED interior lighting, automatic air conditioning with rear air vents for both the second and third row seats, anti-glare rear view mirror, and powered seat adjustability for the front passenger seat as well. Since this is a 3-row SUV, I feel very compelled to show you what it's like for rear passengers. So again, getting in is very easy thanks to the side steps. close the door and you will find yourself in a pretty spacious back or second row seat. So this is my driving position and I have this much leg room, and I think the thigh support is not bad, so nothing has changed from before except for, again, the seat design and the red colors on the side. And the seat also has the same recline function as before, so you can adjust it a little bit. Anyway, let's show you the third row seats. Don't even have to say anything, just have to fold. Oh! Okay, now for the third row seat. As you can see, it's only fit for two. I wouldn't say two adults, but if you have to, oh my goodness, I wouldn't recommend it. Just look at how much leg room I have or don't have. I am absolutely squeezed in here, but because, you know, I just wanted to show you what it's like. This is clearly not a space for two adults, more like maybe two teenagers or two children for that matter. And I have to say, there is quite a bit of storage compartments, one on the left and one on the right. Plus, you've got USB ports here for charging. In fact, you have two. And like I said earlier, you have two rear air vents here for each passenger. So that is quite nice. I want to get out of here. Out! Feature-wise, besides the two USB-A ports all the way in the third row seats, there are also two more here just behind the rear center console. Two tapao hooks, a basic armrest with integrated cubbies, a roof-mounted display, which is nice, rear vent blower control, also nice, rear LED lighting, even nicer, and ISOFIX child seat anchors for the two outer seats in the second row. Accessing the boot is easy. Just press this power tailgate and wait for an eternity for it to open. But this is a good thing, you know, you want to be able to press stop when you're in a, I don't know, smaller place with a short roof or whatever. Once the boot swings open, you get 200 liters of space. In case you want more space, you can also, like before, do this. Fold the rear seats upwards. So that's gonna give you the ability to store taller items like maybe a mini fridge or a couch or anything like that. So it's quite nice, it's flexible. Plus the second row seats fold flat to give you more space, I think 500 liters more, so this is fantastic. Among the biggest upgrades here to the Fortuner is the engine. Now this is a 2.8 litre turbodiesel, so 4 cylinders, that makes 204 PS and 500 Newton meters of torque. And now if those numbers are familiar to you, that's because you've already seen it with the Toyota Hilux Rogue. This is a massive upgrade over the older 2.4 litre engine. However, the 2.4 litre engine, the diesel variant, is still being sold in East Malaysia, but you don't get it here. So if you want a diesel, this is the one and only option in West Malaysia. Now the 2.7 litre petrol engine is the same as before, so it makes 166 PS and 245 Newton meters of torque. And yes, that is less than half of the amount of torque you get with the 2.8 litre engine. A 6-speed automatic is standard here. The 2.8 VRZ comes with paddle shifters, and both variants get 4-wheel drive transfer dial for convenient transitions from 2-wheel drive to 4-wheel drive. Also standard here on both cars is a rear limited slip differential. So besides all that, the Toyota Fortuner facelift also comes with Toyota Safety Sense. Now this is absolutely good news for prospective buyers. Now it comes with autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, there is also lane departure warning and yaw assist function. But note that yaw assist function is only reserved for the top dog. In terms of accessories, there is also a bunch for you to choose from, starting with like a rear kick sensor for the power tailgate. There is wireless charging tray. There is also what I like to call a rear-facing dash cam that is affixed to the boot, the windscreen of the boot. And lastly, that roof-mounted monitor you saw earlier, that is a 3,000 ringgit option, but I guess whether or not you want it depends on what you use the car for. If it's a family vehicle, then sure, I think it's pretty nice. Okay, so that has been it for this quick walk-around video of the Toyota Fortuner facelift. What do you think of the car? Do you like the new look as much as I do? Let us know in the comment section below. As usual, guys, I want to thank you for your time. We appreciate all the time you've given us, and also if you have any questions regarding the car, just drop them below. We'll talk there. And until next time, thanks again for watching. See you in the next video. Stay safe, guys. Bye bye.